New drugstore releases are everywhere, but which drugstore products are actually worth buying? I spent the last month testing some of the newest drugstore makeup. Today I'm sharing products that I'd actually buy again and the ones I wouldn't recommend. If you've been wondering what's actually worth your money, then this video is for you. I have a plethora of products that I'm going to share with you today. I'm going to apply the products and I'm going to give you my thoughts on these products, whether or not you should buy them, wait for the sale, or skip them altogether. You're gonna be surprised. Let me stop talking and let me get started. If you love a drugstore makeup review, you love new makeup releases, and you want to see how I created this beautiful glam, please stay tuned for the video. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hype the video. I'll see you at the end of the video. Hello my precious jewels, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's Julie, and if you like makeup tutorials, makeup hauls, makeup reviews, first impressions and all things beauty, then you come to the right channel. In today's video, I'm doing an affordable / drugstore what's worth your money video. I've been testing out these products for like a month or more, and now I want to give you my thoughts on these products, what I love about them, what I don't love about them, what you should buy, what you shouldn't buy. So of course I'm going to be telling you what you should buy, wait for the sale, or if you should go on and purchase it. With the economy being the way that it is, I know that everybody's trying to save a little bit of coin. Well, most people. But some of us are not. Some of us are still luxury girls. And if that is the case, I have a video that I just did with luxury / high-end makeup from Sephora. So I'm going to link that so you guys can go and watch that. This is the Morphe Moonstone eyeshadow palette. I'm going to be testing this out today. These palettes that Morphe has come out with, they've recently come out with palettes that are all mattes. I don't have any of those because I have just about every shade of the palettes that they offer, and it has the matte formula in it. So I was like, I'm not gonna buy just mattes just to have a all matte palette when I have so many. So anyway, hopefully this is something that you guys are interested in seeing. If you love a update video, because that's basically what it is, it's me telling you what I like about these products, what I don't like about them, and whether or not you should buy them. So a lot of these products are like new drugstore products. It's just that I haven't had a chance to give you guys an update, so that's what I want to do today. I love drugstore makeup. I think it's my most favorite kind of makeup because there's so many options and trendy kinds of products, like things that you don't find in the high-end store. These are products that I've tested and did at least an initial review and have worn off camera. Hopefully this video will help you make your decision whether or not you want to buy any of these products. I have mature, oily, textured skin. I'm gonna get started. And of course, I don't know what look I'm gonna do. This is what the Moonstone palette looks like. It is a cool tone palette with a lot of browns, a peach tone, some silvers, and different shades of blue. I'm gonna take this shade right here, and these shades do have names. Extra Alienating, I think that's what this one is, or just a phase, I can't tell. Okay, so we're gonna put this all over our lid. I try to make sure that I have all of the creasing out of the lid. I know a lot of people are not into like eye makeup anymore, like it's like almost a thing of the past, but I still like color and I still like to do my eyes first, because if I have any fallout, it gives me the opportunity to clean my face and also to reapply any skincare that might be missing. So that might be something that you want to think about when you're doing your makeup. This is a really nice neutral nude. It doesn't have a super ashy look about it. I knew I was going to be using this palette today, so that's why I have a blue shirt on. I don't know how this cool tone palette is going to look with my warm, like dusty blonde or dirty blonde hair. We're gonna see. I'm gonna go into this, it looks like a grayish blue kind of shade. Oh, it's like a black. I think this one is Space Age. Let's see. It's so weird because my eye shapes are different, so I gotta try to make them look as similar as possible. I'm gonna use this shade right here, Nocturnal Nova. This might be a shade that's good to put on with your fingers. I'm not really an eyeshadow, like a finger girl when it comes to applying eyeshadows, but sometimes you have to. What I noticed is, like I said in my last video, sometimes with eyeshadows, they go on better if you use your finger and then go over it with a brush. So that's what we're gonna do today. That's really pretty. That's what that shade looks like. Now there is some kickback, but I think it was because I didn't tap the brush off. It's a pretty shimmer. Definitely some kickback. I've been filming so many videos that it's like time to clean my brushes again. This is a more creamy formula. The matte shades are really blendable and pigmented, as you can see. I'm gonna go back into this bluish gray shade and just kind of feather it in. I'm gonna take this brown shade right here and I'm just going to blend it here just to give a little, not really warmth, but just a little dimension to the eye. That's a really dark shade. I think it just makes the eye look complete, and it also will help when I attach the bronzer to that area. It'll blend in to the bronzer, in my opinion. Should we try this sparkly white shade? Let's take this and tap on the lid. It has like some iridescent sparkles in it. I want to just add a little bit of, let's put this gray on the brow bone area just to give it a little dimension and pop. Are you guys cool tone or warm tone palettes, or you like both? Please comment in the comment section and let me know your thoughts. So that is our eye so far. I will have everything that I use on my skin listed and linked below. We are using the Hard Candy Smooth on Lock primer today. It's a 12-hour hold. It's oil free. It's like a silicone-y kind of product. And if you look at my face, it has like a really glass kind of look. I've been using some new skincare, and after about 2 weeks, I'm going to share it with you guys. I just want to see how it works. So when I share it with you, I can tell you whether or not I like it, if I see a difference in my skin. But I do like the way it gives the skin some plumpness and moisture. This is a smoothing mattifying primer. This evens texture, smooths fine lines. I'm going to take this one, the Super Matte Skin from Hard Candy, the Sweat on Lock, and I'm going to put it around my mouth. Because sometimes I have, so this is a different texture. It reminds me a lot of the, was it the primer from Huda Beauty that I love, that I bought so many backup, and I never get a chance to use it because so many new products come out that I'm testing. So yeah, sometimes like I'll get an oil beard, right? Because I do have oily skin. Even though the foundation that we're using today is a matte foundation, sometimes I just like to make sure that I will stay mattified. So let me tell you about the foundation that we're using. This is the Revolution Super Fix 16-hour blur long wear blurring foundation. It actually has a pump and it has a doe foot applicator. Some people like to apply their foundation with a doe foot applicator. I personally don't, but if I was using it as a bronzer, then I would. Okay, this is $14. This is shade F16.7 Neutral Warm. So it's for dark or deep skin tones with a neutral warm undertone, which I think that's me. The skin has a nice matte smooth look to it. With my oily textured skin, this is my more textured side. So we're gonna see how this foundation shows up on the skin. The color may be a little off because I don't think it's my perfect shade, and I was supposed to go back and try to get a different shade, but they don't sell it in store, so I would have to do it online, and I was like, I'm not doing all of that. So I have two new brushes from e.l.f. I've not tried any of them, but I'm gonna try these two brushes today. This one is the Liquid Bronzer and Contour Duo. And then this one is the Cream Blush and Bronzer Duo. This is supposed to be like a dupe for the Makeup by Mario F7 or F4 brush. I think it's F4. So I'm going to take this, and I think I'm going to use this as my foundation brush. If you look at it, you can see it's kind of deep, but it's all right. We're gonna work it out. You guys don't have to tell me in the comments that the shade is off, because I already know that it's off. It's my fault because I did not go and change it. But this is a lightweight formula. It feels wet. It has like a cooling kind of feel. And if you hear some noises in the background, I have my fan on and my AC is on. This room, like I said, it does not get cool at all. This is actually applying the foundation really nicely. Look at that. Look at how beautiful that skin looks, and airbrushed. Gorgeous. Okay, I like it. Oh, and it covered up my hyperpigmentation. I didn't even mention to you guys, but you know I have a lot of hyperpigmentation under my chin. It's a very lightweight formula. I used to love the IRL foundation from them in real life and the concealer, and it looks like they got rid of that one and put this one in the place of it, and it's just as good. This is actually more lightweight and a little more skin-like than the in real life foundation, and it's not such a bad shade. Now when I'm editing back, I might feel different because I do see definitely a different shade than my décolleté and my face, but it blends into my neck, which is wonderful. This brush was actually really nice to apply the foundation. The foundation does dry down. It has a stickiness and it's long wearing. It looks beautiful outside in the elements. I think this is actually gorgeous, but it's super, super dark. And I didn't get dark enough this summer to really be like, this is my summer color, but that's all right. I'm going to fix it. I think that I'm gonna use this Morphe Cheek Thrills Bronze and Tone Duo in the shade Fiji Beach. This is what it looks like. It's got cute little packaging. It's definitely inspired by Patrick Ta. So let's try this other side of the brush, and I'm gonna use the cream. It has a cream and a powder. Is it dark enough is the question. Sometimes with these really deep color foundations, the bronzer doesn't show up, but I think I see something. I'm gonna show you what the shade looks like. It's definitely pretty emollient. Can you see that? Yeah, that's it right there. A little bit more. So if you are a person that has dry skin, I think you will like this formula. You see how much glow it has? If you are a person with oily skin and you are using a foundation like this that is matte, then you could wear this. I like to have a matte but glowy look to my skin. Like, I don't want to look like somebody sucked all of the oils out of my skin, if that makes sense. And once I put concealer on, we'll see the difference. I'm gonna go under here with this brush. And if we find that this is not deep enough, but I think it's gonna be deep enough because once we put the powder on, it's gonna be fine. This foundation, not only is it dark, but it actually oxidized. We gotta fix that. This concealer is actually sold in Sephora, but it's more on the affordable side. This is the LYS concealer, and it has this sponge applicator. And I'm still on the fence about it. I got it as soon as it came out, but I'm still on the fence about it. Sometimes I've used it and I loved it, and then sometimes I used it and I was like, nope, this is not it. So today is gonna be the test, and I'm gonna say yay or nay. And when I'm checking for a foundation, it's usually how it shows up under my eyes. If it gives me the coverage that I'm looking for. If it doesn't look super creasy, then I can be like, yeah, this is it. Sometimes with this concealer, I'm like, oh, I like it. And then I'm like, nope, when I'm looking back at the footage. So this is gonna be my final verdict on whether or not you should buy this or you should let it go. I don't hear a lot of people talking about it at all. You know how some products come out and they have some longevity and then some of them, they don't? I don't hear anything about this concealer. And it wasn't like a really bad concealer. I'm putting some concealer here because I want to kind of neutralize this dark shade that we have on. I'm going to take this brush from BK Beauty, Angie Hot and Flashy, on this out. The foundation, it doesn't dry down completely, but it does give a nice dry down. So I'm going to let that sit like that for a minute, and I'm going to go into this blush shade right here. This is Morphe Cheek Thrills Yacht Day Multi Finish Face Trio. This was a limited edition color. I'm gonna take this, which is a cream, and we're going to put it here. It's like a pretty bronzy shade. I think this is gonna be gorgeous. It looks really pretty. It does not accentuate the pores. They have a lot of different colors and formulas, and they actually have one that's similar to this shade. It's not the exact shade, but it's similar. If they still have it, I'll link it, because they don't have this one. I know that this one is sold out, but they do have something that's similar. So this is more of like a kind of warm neutral that's not gonna clash with the foundation and hair and eye makeup. Can you see that shade? It's very, very pretty, very understated. And then we're gonna try this highlighter, and we're gonna top off with that blush. Look how smooth the under eyes looks. I'm always looking for something to give me like full or medium buildable coverage where I don't notice my eye divots just sticking out. Just saying, I'm here, can you cover me up? I'm gonna just take this blush brush and just blend this in. That looks really good. Let me just tell you about the cream formula. Actually, this was my first Morphe trio that I used. Can you see the shade right there? That is actually gorgeous. It's emollient, but it's like a light emolliency. It's the perfect consistency, and it adds just the right amount of smoothness and bounce and glow to the skin. Really, really nice. Look at that under eye, how good it looks. I don't know why I went over that concealer again. I'm trying to see if this brush like really blends out the foundation like I need it to. Like, I don't want any lines of demarcation to be seen, but right now that under eye is looking real good. Like, I feel like I need a little bit more brightness from the concealer, and I think that's the problem. Maybe it was me and I got the wrong shade. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna let it sit for a minute. This shade is MG2 and this shade is DN3. So those are the LYS concealers. I'm gonna be using this new powder that e.l.f. came out with. I probably spoke about it before. I don't know if I gave you my final thoughts on it, but I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. Set It Bright Correcting and Brightening Setting Powder. And I have it in 2 shades. Medium Tan and Deep Rich. The face definitely has like a sticky, kind of dried down feel to it, but it looks good. Okay, so we're gonna use this to set our under eyes. That's what the shade looks like. It's a mixture of pink, lavender, peach, and yellow, and I really like it. Although it's like a drying, kind of mattified formula, it still looks good under the eyes, and it sets the makeup wonderfully. I like all of the colors together. It just really fuses together and gives a beautiful dimensional look to the face. Uh-oh, what's happening there? You see that? I've never seen that happen before. Could be me. It could be. Maybe I didn't pat it in good enough. I don't think that's it though. Let's see. Okay, so this is what I think the issue was. I had some base on my hand, and I think that if you can see it right there, the powder didn't flatten out on top of the base that was on my hand because it was still kind of wet. So you know how like you pat your product in? I shouldn't have patted on top of that. So yeah. Now it's definitely a dry powder. So I don't really think that this powder is good for, you see that? It's like clumping a little bit. That's weird. I've been liking this powder. I've never seen it happen before. I use a lot of powder. I have mature, oily, textured skin. When you're a woman over 40, and over 50 and you have oily textured skin, you need a good powder that's going to give you the oil control and the smoothness that you need. So we're going to see how this works out, because it's definitely, I don't know, clumping in here. I don't know what is going on there, but if you look at it, it doesn't work well on top of wet products. Do you see that? So because I had to conceal it and it was wet, that was the issue, because it did the same thing on the nose, but it didn't do that over here. Okay, that's good to know, because I didn't know that. I did not know that. I'm gonna use the same puff, and I'm just gonna mix these shades together. This is like a magenta, like a deep orange, a marigold, and a brown. This is supposed to be like a dupe for the Givenchy powder. Some people still have it and some people don't, so it didn't make sense to like do a side-by-side comparison, because you can't buy it once you fall in love with the Givenchy powder, and the one that they have out now is totally not the same formula, and it doesn't even look the same. So I have the new Milani Baked Blurring Finishing Powder. I think it's the same formula as maybe like the blushes and the bronzer, where it's baked on terracotta, coals, and all that kind of stuff. We're gonna just put some of this under our eyes, see if it smooths out this area. This has a nice amount of coverage, and it does have like a little bit of sheen, but not really. It gives some brightness. I'm just trying to smooth out this area before I spray. This is the shade 140, and I have 180. I think the shades I got were like a little too light, but I wanted contrasting shades, and I also wanted brightness. And I don't usually like to do a foundation powder or like a finishing powder that is the same shade as my face, because to me, sometimes it changes the color of your foundation. It makes your face look darker, so I prefer to get a lighter powder, because then when it does that, it just blends everything in together. That's just my thoughts. This is a very smooth, buttery powder. Let's try this shade right here, 180. I'm going to take a powder brush and just go on all of the areas that I did not put the light color on. Hopefully this gives a little bit of warmth to the face and it kind of blends everything in. This brush from Morphe, I really like it. I love the shape of it, and it covers all of the face. It's a nice flat but wide brush. It's great for powders. Let me just do a quick something under the eyes. I'm gonna take this powder shadow and this powder shadow, and I'm gonna go under the eyes with it. Let me spray. Now everything feels nice and set. So I'm gonna take this About Face Supporting Act Dewy Setting Spray, and I'm gonna put this on my face. I'm still testing this too. This is like an oil mixture. I don't even know what it is, but it actually gives a nice amount of glow to the face. I like to make sure I get under the eyes because when you're a woman of a particular age, you will get creasing. I feel like I want to add this Half Magic Glitter Puck in the shade Princess Ghost, just to give a little more shimmer to the eye, because I feel like we're losing the blue and it looks more like silver. So we're going to take some of this and just tap it on the eyelid. Yeah, I like that better. It just adds something. That's what the shade looks like. It's very pretty. Ooh, the whole piece fell out. See, it broke. I'm gonna put it back in there. It's too expensive to let it go to waste. Broken pieces. I don't know if you can see that. It's good though. I mean, it's very sparkly. I think all of the shades. I'm gonna do a liner. I'm gonna use this L'Oreal Infallible Flash Cat Eye. I don't even know if they sell this, but I like it. Let me see. Okay, so they do still sell it at Ulta. It's $11.99. The Infallible Flash Cat Eye Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. I actually like this one. It's almost up there with my Danessa Myricks. So this is the new Milani Highly Rated Lash Extension Volumizing Tubing Mascara. I like this. I think it looks really good on the eyes. This is the one. It's good for, in my opinion, and I have short lashes, but this is something that I could wear every day without lashes, with makeup, and still look put together. I'm gonna use this Pencil and Quartz Cream from NYX. It's the NYX Vivid Rich Mechanical Liner. It's one of my favorites. I use it all the time. Now, our face looks more cool tone than it does anything else. I'm gonna bring some warmth back into the face after the eye. Okay, so let's go back into this blush. The skin has a very dewy look to it. Like it's not dried down. I'm gonna put a little bit of this powder on the face first from Milani, whatever's on this brush, because I feel like that moisturizing spray, it was just too oily. Let's go into the bronzer first. I'm going back into my bronzer brush that I normally like. I'm not really a fan of the brush that we just tried. I don't like the way it feels in my hand. Maybe I have to get used to it. Now, the first time I tried this bronzer, I didn't really care for it. I felt like it was too red. But I think it's good right now for this shade of foundation that we have on. I'm gonna use my Makeup by Ariel brush. Let's go into the blush. I'm gonna use this shade right here. It's like a nice peachy, like a deep peach kind of shade. It's gorgeous. Love that. It might be too much blush. Let me try a different brush that I can maybe take some of the blush off with. Let's see. I took some of it off. Let's try the highlighter. It's like a cream. Let's see what it does. That's gorgeous. But it's cream. Like I never thought to put a cream. I think that shade is nice, but I'm gonna top it off with some powder because I feel like it's a gorgeous shade, but I feel like, I don't know. I'm gonna use this shade from e.l.f. This is called Copper Tunis. This packaging is falling apart. It may have been like that. I got it. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna take this orangey shade, and I thought these were like the most beautiful highlighter colors. It's so gorgeous. I'm gonna take this and put it on my nose. This powder from Milani, I feel like it doesn't give nearly enough coverage. I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna use a different brush. I'm gonna take this Nikki LaRose in 19 and this shade 140 and see if it gives me any brightness. I guess it's a little bit more bright. It's a little brighter than it started out. I'm going to wipe my lips off. I'm gonna take this color from NYX. This is the Up All Night NYX Professional Lip Lingerie. I'm gonna line my lips with this. It's sort of like a brownish burgundy. I'm going to use this lipstick from Maybelline, the Maybelline matte lipstick, and take the one shade 005 and put this on my lips. It's like a kind of terracotta shade. I think that's pretty. And then I have this lip on lock. Okay, I'm gonna use this shade right here. This is the shade Sealed. I'm gonna put this on my lips. This is like a balm hybrid lipstick gloss. That's what the shade looks like. This is the Morphe Signature Lip Pencil in the shade Berry Cola. I'm gonna put some of this on my lips as a liner. I'm gonna use this shade right here and put it here. I'm gonna go into this shade, this blue one. That's giving me what I want. This is not. The other one was not. So far the face, it looks really, really nice. Everything looks pretty blurred. So I've been liking to show you guys what my face is looking like up close. Just so you can see what the pores are looking like. This is my smoother side of my face. And this is my more textured side of the face. But I think everything looks pretty good. That is what the face is looking like. I'm going to go and put some lashes on, and then I'll be back to give you guys my thoughts on these products and tell you whether or not, if you should buy them, wait for the sale, or skip them. I'm gonna use this Milani Make It Last Microfine Mist Natural Finish Setting Spray up to 16-hour wear. Wow. That's this. Okay, I'm back. This is our final look. The skin looks nice and glowy. Everything looks really pretty. Yeah, very smooth, very blended. This is our full face of makeup. I'm gonna quickly go over everything that we used. I think everything came out really, really beautiful. This makeup does not look like it's from the drugstore. It looks just like any full face of high-end makeup. Is the drugstore better than high-end makeup? Sometimes I wonder why I spend so much money on high-end makeup when I can get beautiful glams like this. So I'm just gonna quickly go over everything, give you my thoughts, let you know whether or not you should buy, wait for the sale, or skip it. I'm gonna start with this About Face Supporting Act Dewy Setting Spray. I actually love a lot of stuff from About Face. I mean, their products to me are really top notch. The foundation, the concealer, a lot of the products that I've tried from them. But this, I'm not so impressed with. To me, like, it's very, very glowy. If you have oily skin, I definitely don't recommend this for you. Even doing your makeup. Now, what it does give a beautiful glow to the skin, but to me, it doesn't make your oils come out more, and it does leave a beautiful lifelike look, but I don't recommend this for the average oily skin person unless you know how to kind of layer your products. And when I say layer your products, like do a little matte and a little bit of dewy and really balance it out. And it's hard if you don't know your face. I think that if you're a dry skin person and you're looking for something that's going to keep the moisture in your makeup, you can use this before your makeup, during your makeup, and after your makeup. So I would say skip it for oily skin. For normal, combo, and dry skin, I say pick it up because it's a really good added bit of moisture. It's not good for setting your makeup. No, it's not. But it's definitely good for bringing moisture to the skin. Look how lifelike and skin-like my face looks. It's gorgeous. Really nice formula. This Milani Make It Last Microfine Mist Natural Finish. Now what I'm going to say is this is a little pricey. It's almost 20 bucks. It is a beautiful formula. The skin looks gorgeous. It definitely has a nice lifelike look. The atomizer on this, you saw it during the video, it's done that every time, and the smell is so strong that you really feel like you're choking. That's how strong the smell is. I have other setting sprays that are better than this, that don't have that kind of smell. It's just a really strong formula. It's nice, but it's not my favorite. So I say you can skip this altogether. You don't need this. You can skip this. To me, it's not as good as the original or the matte formula. It definitely is not as good as either of those. The Morphe Cheek Thrills Multi-Finish Face Trio in Yacht Day, I think it's a beautiful color story. The formula is really nice. You have a powder, which is nicely pigmented, but not overly pigmented. You have a highlighter, which is cream. To me, you don't get full bronzy color payoff with this, because if you put it on top of set skin, it will show up, I guess, if you build it up enough, but you do risk the chance of lifting your makeup. So I don't love that. Now maybe trying it under your foundation, it may work, but yeah, no. And then you have this beautiful shade right here, which is like a, I want to say like a terracotta, bronzy, gorgeous shade. Very good for anyone that is my skin tone. It is a beautiful everyday trio. If you have my complexion, or maybe a few shades lighter or even deeper, it's going to show up beautifully on your skin. The formulas are really, really nice. Other than the bronzy shade, it was okay, but it's not my favorite. But I do love this, and I would say wait until they have a sale and pick this up. It's nice. They don't have this shade anymore because it was limited edition, but they do have other formulas that I haven't really picked up. So I would say you could wait for the sale if there is a shade that you want, but you don't necessarily need this. I have another Morphe product. This is the Morphe Moonstone palette. I think what we created on the eyes is very beautiful. I think the color story in this palette is actually really gorgeous. What I'm gonna say is, with these Morphe palettes, these 12 pan palettes, it is very hit or miss with what you're getting in the palette. Yes, the matte shades are really, really nice. They blend out nice, they're pigmented, but the sparkly shades, the metallic finishes, and the shimmers are not overly shimmery. The metallics show up really nicely, but kind of subtle. Like, I have other palettes that really give a pop to your eye. Like, you're gonna get that sparkle, you're gonna get that bling that you're looking for from a metallic shadow. This is okay. When I tell you to pick this up, not this color story. There are some color stories that are really, really beautiful. The formulas are nice. Each one of these 12 pan palettes, the formulas of the shimmers and the metallics is different. So you get a different look depending on the colors. So I do have some of the shades that I do like, and then some of them I could do without. So yeah, this is just okay. I think we created a nice eye, but I had to add that blue from About Face. So let me talk about that. This is the About Face Glitter Puck in the shade Princess Ghost. It's a beautiful metallic blue sparkly shade. It's very easy to break it. You just have to be very gentle. You got to make sure you put this back in this spongy cotton piece, otherwise it will dry out. It's a nice formula. Would I tell you to run out and get it? No. If you can get them on sale, they're beautiful. If you like a good sparkle on your eyes, then I would definitely wait until there's a sale and pick it up. Other than that, you can pass on it. You don't need it. I'm sure you have something in your makeup arsenal that is more sparkly than this. A lot of the products that I've purchased from Half Magic are hit or miss for me. Like, some of them I like and some of them I don't. Like, I don't even think I've reached for them more than the time that I actually tried them. That's when I know that I don't really like something. If I only pick it up one time and I never reach back for it, yeah, it's just not it for me. Let me talk about these two brushes from e.l.f. So these brushes are nice brushes, a nice quality. I didn't get any like hairs that came out. They blended out the products pretty nice. Is this something that you need? And these are only $10. I don't love them. Like, they're okay, but I don't really love them. I guess I don't really like two-sided brushes like that, because maybe it's because I don't use them that often. I do have a few two-sided brushes, but they have never been my favorite. These are okay. I mean, I would say you could pick these up because e.l.f. don't really go on sale like that. So you can wait until Ulta has something where you can get some money off of these, but they're actually pretty nice brushes. If you're looking for an affordable brush and you like a dual-ended brush, then you would like these. So I would say wait for the sale or buy it if you're looking for something affordable that works really well, because it actually is a good brush. These Morphe highlighters, I use the shade Copper Tunis. I'm trying to fix this packaging, so let me talk about the packaging. This thing has been falling out since the day I got it. If the shades weren't so beautiful and the formula wasn't so gorgeous on the skin, I would have gotten rid of these. I would have took them back a long time ago, but I do love the formula. The packaging is super, super cheap, but the shades are buttery and beautiful on the skin. And the 3 shades that I do have, because I have 3 of them: Copper Tunis, Bronze Baddie, and Prosecco Poppin'. I love all 3 of them. Like, I love all 3 of them. So I'm not complaining about the formula. I'm complaining about the cheap packaging. But when you're only paying like $7 for a product, what can you really expect as long as it doesn't dry out? That's my thoughts on it. This Milani highly rated lash extension XL volumizing tubing mascara, I think is really nice. I love a good tubing mascara. I don't know if it dries down. I know the last time that I was in love with a tubing formula, one of you guys was like, oh my god, it doesn't dry down. I never go back and check my mascara to see if my lashes are dry. Like, once I put it on, as long as it's not smudging, I never thought anything about it. But this is a good formula. I like the one in the green tube also. They look really beautiful on the eyes. And when you're a person that has limited lashes, like you have a really sparse, thin lashes, this will really help with that. Alright, I'm going to talk about these 2 concealers. I see one of them. I know the other one is on his desk. Okay, so this is the LYS concealer. I have been trying this for the longest. If you have seen the majority of my videos, I'm sure you saw me use this around the time that it came out. And again, I'm feeling the same way. I think it's a nice concealer, a nice everyday concealer for somebody that's not looking for full coverage, that doesn't have eye divots like I have, that's not looking for smoothness under your eyes. It didn't give brightness, and I don't think it was the color. I think it was the formula. The formula is just not meant to give a super bright under eye look, because I have 2 shades and I just don't get it. Like, I'm always feeling like I have to add more powder or something to get more of a brightness from this. So I don't love these. This is not something that I would repurchase. Would I tell you to buy it? No, I would tell you to skip it, because there's so many other formulas that show up more and that are a fraction of the price. So I know it's a black owned brand and I like to represent for the black owned brands, but I don't like this. I don't. I'm going to use it, but I'm not going to repurchase it. These powders from Milani, these Milani Baked Blurring Finishing Powders, I don't like them. They don't have enough coverage for me. Now, I know a finishing powder is like a top layer powder that will give you a nice amount of luminosity to the skin, that gives a slight amount of coverage, maybe some brightening. This doesn't really do anything for me. I think that it brightens when you put it on, and by the time it sinks into your skin or you put your setting spray on, you don't even notice that it's there. So would I buy these again? No. I like the formula of the blushes and I like the formula of the bronzes, but this powder, it needs more pigment in it and it needs more staying powder, because you put it on and then it disappears so fast you don't even notice you did it. So I would tell you to skip these. Definitely skip them. If you're looking for a nice powder that's going to give you everything that I just talked about, pick up these CoverGirl True Blend powders. These powders are so good. Like, they have become my best friend when it comes to drugstore makeup. I love them. Like, they're so good. They're so pigmented. They're pigmented, they're brightening, they're smoothing. I just love them. Okay, so I used 2 primers and the primers did not disappoint. I used the Sweat On Lock and I used the Smooth On Lock. These primers are really, really good. I use both of them together because I use the Sweat On Lock around my mouth and I use the Smooth On Lock in my cheek areas and on the rest of my face. And these are like $7 or $8 and they are so good. So I would tell you to pick these up. Don't wait for the sale. If you're looking for a nice affordable primer and you have mature oily textured skin like I do, you would love these. And to get back to those e.l.f. highlighters, one of you guys had mentioned in my last video that you were looking for highlighters that would give you that glow from within kind of look. Those e.l.f., they look beautiful on my oily textured mature skin. They give you that glow from within and they're like $7. You can't go wrong with them. The Morphe lip lock, I love these. I have like I don't know if it's 4 shades or 6 shades, but they are so comfortable on the lips. They're pigmented, they're long lasting. You can use them on top of something. I didn't have to put a gloss on them, and it's so comfortable and so beautiful, so long wearing. Love the formula. I wish they would come out with more shades. That's from Morphe. The bronzer. So the bronzer from Morphe, the Morphe Cheek Thrills Bronze and Tone Duo in the shade Fuji Beach. It is a nice formula. I like the formula. I like the cream. I like the powder. The shades do show up on my deeper skin, and I did have a really extra dark foundation on today, and it showed up. I like this. I didn't think I was gonna like it. Now, would I tell you to run out and get it? If you're looking for a affordable bronzer, a nice drugstore bronzer that you won't break the bank, I think this is like $19, and it's really nice. It looks great on the skin. It shows up. It bronzes beautifully. I would say pick this up because you're probably not gonna find this on sale no time soon. Maybe holiday time, but it is a gorgeous, gorgeous formula. And this is the shade Fuji Beach. It is definitely inspired by Patrick Ta's blush formula. This Maybelline Take the 1005. First of all, I love the formula of the matte lipsticks from Maybelline. They're very comfortable. They're very pigmented. I have multicolored lips, and this covers up my pigmentation. I might do 2 swipes and it's good. It lasts a pretty decent amount of time. You can layer it. Like, I just like it. I love all of the shades that I have. I think I have 3 of them. I would definitely purchase more, but I have so many products that I probably won't get a chance to touch them if I purchase more. So that's why sometimes I have to curb myself because I OD and then I have all of this makeup that I never tried before. This Revolution Beauty London Super Fix 16-hour blur long wear blurring foundation. This foundation is beautiful. It is definitely blurring. It's long wearing. It looks great on the skin. The problem that I have with this is the colors. The colors all have a very neutral olivey tone. Besides the fact that they oxidize, they do have 40 shades, and I probably could have found one that was a little more complementary to my skin tone. And when I tried this, I was like, oh, I'm gonna take it back and get a different shade, and then I never took it back. I just made it work. I don't usually like to make foundations work, but I was not too lazy, but I was too busy to take it back and exchange it. So I do like the formula. It looks great on the skin. Like I said, it's long wearing. You can't go wrong with it. It's like $14 and it's beautiful. So if you're looking for a good, affordable, matte, long wearing foundation, try this one. And I want to say that's everything, my precious jewels. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. Of course, I want to hear what your thoughts are on this makeup. Do you like these eyes? What do you think about the skin? I know everything is skin based nowadays. Please let me have your thoughts on this makeup. Would you try any of these products? Are you a drugstore girly or are you strictly high end? I like a happy mix of my makeup. Whatever makes me happy, that's what I'm picking up that day and that's what I'm using. That's it. I love you, my precious jewels. Everything that I use will be listed and linked below. I will also have the products on the screen so you can shop. YouTube shopping. It's no pressure to purchase items from my channel, but it really does help out the channel. So I would love it if you would shop my links. I do get a small commission, so yeah. Oh, I wanted to talk about these powders from e.l.f. So I do like these powders. They actually look really nice on the skin. I've never had a problem like I've had today with this e.l.f. powder. It doesn't work well on top of a more moisturizing wet kind of concealer because it looked like it was like coagulating, or it was doing something that wasn't good, but I was able to fix it. So that was the good thing with the spray and everything like that. It brought everything back to life. I like the powder. When I tell you to go out and get it, I would say, yeah, if you're looking for a good drugstore powder and you like the concept of these 4 shades together, I think it's like $12. You cannot go wrong with it. It's a really nice powder. I'm gonna keep using it. I've been using it. I haven't had any issue with it. So today was just a little mishap, but it was good. So that's it, my precious jewels. I'll see you in the next video. I can't wait to hear your thoughts down below. Please give the video a thumbs up. Hype the video. Subscribe to the channel. Share this channel with your makeup loving friends so we can grow and we can have some more precious jewels. And maybe one day I'll have a full crown of jewels. Okay.